Hey guys, in case you're new here, my name is Zipporah. I talk about disability, lifestyle, and mental health. In case that is the type of tea, please subscribe. So it's been a minute of me doing this, but better late than never. But I've not done a sit down for such a long time. But you know what? We are back. We are back. So I saw this TikTok trend of someone saying things that I do to fill my cup. So this is more of things that I've learned as I turned 26. I have not turned 26 recently. I turned 26 in April 4th. But you know, look, I was finding my bearing. So yeah, so I'm excited for this video. So thing number one is something called the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect is when someone thinks like no one is actually thinking of you. Everyone is so self-centered to think of you in such a way that people are so afraid of being loud, being themselves. Let me give an example of myself. For the longest time, I didn't want to talk out loud because I'm very loud. I'm a very loud person. I talk in a very loudly way. I laugh in a very loudly way. But I tend to think, Kitamba used to tend to think that, people are just, looking at me, people are just wondering, hey, msichana senga pole pole. But it does not, the way when you're shining a spotlight on someone, it just focuses on them. So you're thinking you're the center of attraction or anything. But at the end of the day, you're not. People have a lot of things to think about in their life. So I did this, I did this theory part of myself, like exposure therapy. And then I decided, what if, there was this therapist who was saying that people cannot even remember what you wore yesterday to work. So why would you think that everyone is everyone is just thinking about you? Like if you're taking pictures, if you're creating content for YouTube or anything, like people are just wondering, kwa nini ame set up camera, kwa nini anaangalia hivyo? Like people are just thinking about themselves. People don't even care realistically. So, this will just help you to step out of your comfort zone, out of that, like, oh, what if I fail? What if I start? What if I fail? People are not keeping tabs. People are not keeping tabs on you and what you're doing on your life realistically. So just, live life, enjoy, be loud, calm, whatever you want to do, just be yourself, So, stop making it all about yourself. No one cares. No one literally cares about what you're doing with your life. Actually, most of the people that care about what you're doing about your life, and people will be like, oh, don't do that. Millionaires don't even care. Millionaires are the most I've seen the way millionaires dress and I'm like, what do you mean you're a millionaire? Because you're just wearing simple things. What do you mean you're a millionaire? They don't care about how they're dressing. They just live life, as long as it makes them happy, it makes sense in their life, they just do it. Another thing on the millionaire part, do not take advice from someone you don't want to be. So if you want to be the richest person, or if you want to get $1 million right now, hey, $1 million, yo. If you want to get $1 million right now, you're going to take advice from someone who has already made $1 million, because the others are venye $1 million inakuwa created, so why would you listen? If you want to be confident, you take advice from someone who is already confident. So that's why you're being told, get mentors from different aspects in life, get a friend, or get someone who is better than you in maybe relationship, in religion, in taking care of themselves, taking care, so that you can copy and they can give you advice that has really worked on them. Another thing that I have learned, the third thing is your social circle shrinks as you age, and that is a sign of moving forward. My goodness. There's a video that I say that you have to understand who is your friend, who is your acquaintance, and who is your best friend. You have to categorize people. Kitambo, I just thought that because I'm speaking to you, you're my friend. But I came to think we should approach friendship the way we approach relationships. You can ask someone, can I be your friend? I know it's so weird, but sometimes you think that I'm your friend and kumbe, you're not my friend, type of thing. And then there's where the fake things come into mind and everything. You have to be careful. So the people, in that aspect of your social circle will shrink as you age, and it's a sign of moving forward. It's more like you will lose friends, and it's okay. Friends are like seasons. Like we have spring, kuna time ya mvua, kuna time ya jua. They don't last, they just come and go, but you enjoy. Time ya mvua tutapalilia, tutakuwa tumepanda, we'll be doing these things, and then time ya jua will be, we'll be doing other things. Tutakuwa tunapandanga time ya mvua, yes, tunapanda time ya mvua, alafu time ya jua tutavuna, things like this. We evolve and we move on. In the friendship aspect, you can outgrow your friends financially, and that's okay because your goals can change. My goodness, at the end of the day, in the even not even financially, even like emotionally, you as a person, the person I am right now is not the person that I was last year. Like things are moving drastically. So it is okay that you can outgrow certain friends, even in the spiritual realm, in the friendship realm. Like you are different, and it's okay. You can just, you can move forward. Friends are like seasons, as I said. You can get friends every time. I love that. Another thing is, you are not valuable because you're busy. You're valuable because of who you are. This is more like for a firstborn daughter. Let me put myself in that situation because I'm a firstborn daughter. For firstborn daughter, you tend to think like, carrying the role. Most in an African setting, African daughters or firstborn children, especially if you're a girl, it's a bit hectic. Firstborn children, they tend to be like co-parents. They tend to carry on the burden, like, of being like, my siblings are doing this and this and this. So they are busy doing a lot of things. But at the end of the day, you're not valued because of how busy you are. You're being valued because of who you are. Like, what will differentiate you from me? Like, what can differentiate me from the other Zipporah? It's not about like how busy the other Zipporah is. They'll be differentiated. Like, what if all of us are busy? What is the difference? So you have to be like, what value do you bring on? What value proposition do you bring in? How are you different from the next person? Bring it to the point of you have to be authentic to yourself. Like, I literally I'm preaching this thing of like, if it's meant to be, it will be, and not everyone's cup of tea. Sometimes people just need to drink coffee. Clock it. And it's okay. Just because someone does not appreciate you, even if you're going to be that busy doing a lot of things, like maybe moving mountains for them, they're not going to appreciate you. On the finances part, if you cannot afford to lend it as a gift, do not lend it. Do not go broke attending to people's wants and needs. I think this is more of a reminder of the financial part, sana, because we are in getting our bag and keeping it. We are getting it and keeping it and reinvesting it and all of those things. So something that I tend to think like nowadays that I'm even implementing, if I cannot give it to you freely, if I cannot, give you something freely, I cannot afford to give you kabisa. So if you are my friend in that circle, if you're my friend, if you're my family member, and I cannot afford to give, it's because I know I'm not in that position to lend you. Like, you might think that I'm doing okay in life or something, because I am right now. So, but that does not give you an entitlement, to come and me feed your wants and needs, at the end of the day. I know we are all like, struggling and everything. Even our friends, like maybe you're employed and your friend is unemployed, you'd want to support them and everything, but you just cannot afford to do that. So you have to be literally very selfish in your time, in your energy, in your finances, with your emotions. Like, oh my goodness, you really have to be very selfish. You're going to lose people you thought would be in your life forever. Mourn it, honor it, keep moving on. This is the aspect of like, let's say death, in the aspect of like you outgrew your friends, right? Things just happen. In the cycle of life, you have to lose something to gain something, At the end of the day, you have to lose something to gain something. If you're not gaining something, you're not losing something. Sindio? So if you're losing someone, just sit with your emotions. If you're losing, like if you're going through a heartbreak, like in heartbreaks, there are different types of heartbreaks. My goodness, I have never been told that in my life. There are different types of heartbreaks, such that like a romantic relationship can end. That is a heartbreak. A friend can, decide like you're no longer in speaking terms and decide like you're calling it quits in this relationship. That is a heartbreak. That is a heartbreak. So at the end of the day, you just have to acknowledge like, yes, you're going to lose some people. You just have to sit with your feelings. Something that I always say, that our feelings are valid. Like it doesn't have to make sense, but if you felt bad about it, you have to, speak out. I felt about the way you treated me here and here. I know you think it's something small, but these are my feelings. They're just miniature feelings. You have to sit with your feelings and mourn, and then you keep moving on. Like acknowledge in stages of grief, you have to acknowledge your grieving first, know yourself, and then sit with them, and then move on. No one is that busy. It's just about priorities. So this one was very hard to learn, because as an example of, like, in friendship, I talk about friendship more because I feel it's the most, like, not talked relationship. Like sana. I don't understand why, because if we hack friendship and their boundaries and their rules and everything, we can hack everything. In friendship, so you can find that sometimes you have outgrown your friends, and then they're like, oh, I was so busy, I didn't get to call you and everything. I've not checked up on you. And sometimes it is true. People can be going through it for so long, and you can never know if you don't check on them. So it's a two-way traffic. You have to check on them so that they can check on you. As weird as that sounds, I usually thought, my goodness, it's a two-way traffic. If I cannot call you, why would you even bother calling me? Right now, it is a two-way traffic. So no one is that busy. It's just about priorities, because at the end of the day, we are all moving around the world. We have a lot of things to discover. Oh, Mara, we are discovering as ladies. Do I really like makeup? Do I really want to go paint and sip? I have to go to work. I have to get the gym. Like, it's 1,000 things. I have to sleep 8 hours of sleep. I have, to find hobbies. I have to find certifications. Like, I have to do a lot of things. So where am I getting the time to, calling someone, checking on them? Calling might be very difficult. Like, have you sent a text? Like, anytime they will reply, it's just okay. I tend to say, like, sometimes we cannot, like, call everyone, but you can just shoot them a text. Be like, hey, I was just checking in. I know it's been a rough 1 month or something, and everything. Or if you're someone who is superly organized and someone who is so obsessed with, like, marks and everything, you can be like, scheduling a friend date, like scheduling like a call. I know it's so cliche, but these are the things we have to do. Like, then we schedule for meetings, we can do that. I know a friend of mine, shout out to her. We don't talk like every day. We can go, like, let's say months, like let's say even 5 months or 6 months. Like a year, we can even talk twice or once. But there's no like grudge held against each other, because I know, like, she's okay. I can see from her posting she's alive and everything. But once we start talking, my goodness, we are updating each other back to back. Oh, I went here, I did this, I went here, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Like, a lot of things at once. So that Nikama recap, so that next time we're recapping on other things. Oh, I didn't tell you. Like, so I know a lot of things that is going on in our life, but we don't talk every time, And then there's someone I might talk to every day, but they are not, like, that open, At the end of the day, our priorities might be very different, So no one is that busy, actually. If they're that busy, they can shoot your text, like, whatever. So if you feel like someone is too busy for you and you're shooting the text and they're not shooting it back or something, go check your priorities. It's more like scratching my back, I scratches, because at the end of the day, a friend of mine just asked me the other day. I was like, oh, you should check on people, and then he asked me, you're checking on people, who is checking on you? And then she hit me, oh my goodness, I know that's harsh, but who is checking up on me? I'm just a baby. Another thing is, the two last things that I'm going to combine is, it's okay to be weird, and manifesting does actually work. I never thought I would say something like that in my life, but it does actually work, because, like, I'm looking at a few things that I wanted in life. Like, I did not per se. Manifesting is almost correlated with vision boards. We create vision boards at the end of the year. We do that, and creating goals and everything. Smart, measurable goals. Those smart goals, smart, measurable, and time-bound. Yeah, katikati nimesahau. So we are creating those goals. So you have to revisit and see what happened. But now, at the end of the day, one thing I want to tell you or someone else is, keep a gratitude journal. In the manifesting one, keep a manifesting journal and keep a gratitude journal. Things that I never thought I would say come here on camera, which is so weird, is those two things. It's like, manifesting is like the things you're spinning yourself into existence. You're saying, I want an iPhone 17 Pro Max. I don't want an iPhone 17 Pro Max. I want a Jeep Wrangler. A red Jeep Wrangler. I don't care about none other cars, but I want that, a Jeep Wrangler. So like that, it doesn't matter. Like it might take like, let's say, 10 years or something. 10 years in the beginning. Okay, so let's say 5 years. It might take 5 years, but if I'm speaking into existence, like it will just happen. Like the universe will just give me the good things. And then I saw this creator saying, Ati, you don't have to beg the universe, you just have to demand. Be like, you know what? The universe, I want this and this and this and this and this. Like, go with your list, go with your goals and everything. So in the manifesting journey, it's the same as like the Hallelujah challenge that people are doing here online. The Hallelujah challenge is you're writing your prayers, you're dressing your miracle. I only know a few things here and there because I'm not participating in the Hallelujah challenge. So in Israel, you're dressing your miracle. So if you want to go to abroad, you're carrying your suitcase and then you're praying about it and everything. So manifesting is almost the same thing, We believe there's something superior. So there's a superior being in the universe. Like whether you're believing in God, whether you're believing in just the universe, like you believe there's something superior. So in manifesting, you're thinking, I want to have like a Jeep Wrangler, as I said. So at the end of the day, I will have that Jeep Wrangler. I will work with it and everything. So and then like that, and then you go on with your life, trying to, all those things. That is manifesting. As much as that is like a goal, it's time bound by saying like in 5 years I should have that Jeep Wrangler, right? We're working on it and letting things just align. We're not forcing issues. We're just letting things align here and there. It does work. Like it might take time because at the end of the day, I tend to believe like you don't get the things that you want right now because you're not ready to receive it. What are you going to do with it? Kama unaomba Jeep Wrangler, kama mimi tunaomba Jeep Wrangler tuende mapati manini, Mungu atakwambia we msichana, hiyo Jeep Wrangler haupati sahi. And then like let's say next year I change my mind. I'm like, you know what? I want a Jeep Wrangler so that I can move from this point to this point. Like I can go church from wherever I'm going. I want to explore a different church and everything. God will be like, things like this, we want people that are focused. You know what? I'm gonna give you that different. At the end of the day, sometimes we don't get the things that we ask for because we are not just ready for it. Anyway, we have come to the end of the video. I want to remind you that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be weird and be your own kind of beautiful. And above all, God makes no mistakes. And yeah, you should just enjoy life and live life. In case there are things that you want to tell me, please tell me them in the comment section. Na usisahau kama hujasubscribe, unangoja nini? Please do subscribe, do share this video, and thank you for the love that I'm getting in my other videos. And you can tell me happy birthday in the comment section. Anyway, subscribe. Bye.